We got another question coming in, guys. Shayla from Facebook. Pretty Little Liars is all about secrets. Do you guys have any?
Oh yes, here's my social security
number. No secrets, guys. Dead silence. Okay.
Yeah, a secret like what?
Like a secret, like a hidden. I guess like it could be like a hidden talent, something we don't know about
hidden
you.
Talent
well, I just found out that you sang, so that wasn't. Was that
right,
a secret?
That was like a. It was a thing.
Okay. Secret. I don't really.
Give us a little.
No, I honestly, I really don't have any secrets. Those kind of stopped when I was living with my parents. Like I'd make little white lies to them about where I was, but aside from that.
The only secrets you guys have are the ones that you have on Pretty Little Liars.
Exactly.
Yes,
I think my character has enough secrets that I'm good in my real life to just be like.
Without a doubt.
No
And
secrets.
we're hoping some of those secrets, some of those questions will be answered tomorrow night, of course, on the summer finale. Tuesday, August 28th, 8/7 Central, only on ABC Family. You gotta check out this, I guess you could call it a mid-season summer finale.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these juicy, like, just questions that you guys keep delivering to us week after week. Hopefully some of those will be answered. Of course, we're gonna be left with a few cliffhangers as well.
Yeah.
But Rachel from Facebook has a question. Hey,
Hi, Rachel.
Hello, Rachel.
Do you speak any other languages besides English? Hey, our countdown today, guys. Yes, you do.
They were checking our mics and we're like, un, deux, trois. Or that's what I was. You did it in English.
German.
No,
German.
I did it in German. Yeah. Well, I used to speak German, and by speak German I mean like kind of. I mean, because I took it in high school.
You do or you don't.
My dad speaks. Oh yeah. Well, it's embarrassing because as soon as somebody came out. Like I didn't use it for a while, and I guess my brain, or I hope everybody else's brain, like if you don't use it for a couple of years at all, it's just gone. Like I remember looking at tests that I would take in high school for stuff, and I would pass reasonably well. And now looking at it, and it's truly now a foreign language as opposed to something I studied.
Okay, but you have to, you remember a little something. So since Shay broke off, she counted in French for
I
us.
think
You got to say a little something in German. You can't keep them hanging.
Well, I think
was
Ich
really
liebe
good. Come
dich is always like the greatest
Say it again.
thing.
Sorry, I cut it up.
Ich liebe dich. I love you. It's auf Deutsch.
Say that to Rachel. Rachel's the one that asked the question.
Ich liebe dich.
Aw, Rachel.
Rachel.
He just told you he loves you a lot.
Yeah.
I don't speak another language. I actually have a Rosetta Stone. I'm doing Spanish.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm going to do Italian and Portuguese and then French.
Girl.
No, I'm telling you, I want to.
Rachel, check back in.
Yeah.
With
Check back
Shay.
in next time.
I Rosetta Stone for
hopefully.
German, and I'm not going to still not going to get it. You're going to get 4 languages?
Yeah.
All right.
In my lifetime, yes.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay.
I didn't put like a.
For the
I
thought you were like
By next week or anything.
by November I'm gonna just crank out. Okay.
I love it.
Wow, that's
Moving right
ambitious.
along.
Yeah.
Corinne from Facebook. She has a question for Shay.
Ooh.
Shay, how was skydiving?
Hi, Corinne. Skydiving was amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, when did you go skydiving?
Last week.
Again? I thought you went.
I went. That was my second time.
Wow.
Tell us about it.
It was unbelievable, and I actually did it for the organization that I work with, Smalley Mom. So, I mean, it was so much fun, but also we raised a lot of money for the organization, so I was very happy about that. And it's like a thrill like no other. Those 10 seconds when you're, not even 10 seconds, but when you're just sitting at the edge of the airplane and the guy's like, okay, we're gonna do this. I'm like, okay. Like those first,
you're like,
actually it's a minute and 30 seconds of free fall because
Yeah.
we jumped from 18,000 feet. So I was just like,
Wow.
but it was awesome. It was my
And
second
you have somebody
time.
like strapped to your back.
Oh
yes.
yes,
Okay.
I would not go
Definitely.
out by
Like
I have
pulling your
no
own cord.
desire to do it
By yourself.
to learn to get my
That would be
license to do it by
super
myself.
scary.
But that will be the last time. ABC family. Not jumping anymore.
Perhaps
Wow.
that is Shay's secret.
Yeah, so exactly. That was
Yes,
my
that's a good
secret that I
secret.
might have hid from the show.
What's the organization that you said you were working with?
Smalley Mom Foundation.
So how did the two kind of link together for
So it was
skydiving
It
event?
was the event was 18 for 18. So last year we were going to jump 18,000 feet to raise $18,000. We ended up raising $38,000 last year. So we thought, why not up the goal a little bit? So this year it was still 18,000 feet, but we raised like 72,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Go,
amazing.
Shay.
Yeah. So yeah, it was awesome.
Without a doubt, using your Pretty Little Liars platform to help
Yes.
Oh,
a
that's
great
amazing.
cause.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody that helped.
Awesome. And Charlotte from Facebook, what do you eat on set?
Oh my gosh.
Because I know craft services
What-
can be not very nice.
The better question is, what do we not
Don't we
eat
eat?
on
Exactly.
set?
So break it down for us.
Well, our craft services is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
On set. So we have like like Mexican some nights, and then we have
Sushi.
and then taco.
I know.
And then like
Pizza.
Italian and all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
And then just the little things in between, like the trail mixes or the, I have this weird combination of like these cashews. You can get them I forget where you can get them from, but they're like these cashews, honey cashews with the sesames, and then like chocolate covered espresso beans, like especially if you're starting to kind of drop.
Fancy.
No,
Pop
like
those.
it's horrible what they do to us
Yeah.
because every single day he brings out, he's like, red velvet cake,
Oh,
apple
yeah.
pie, carrot cake, and I'm always like,
Aw.
I didn't get my slice.
Yeah.
But throughout the day, they always have candy. So
Right.
it's like, every kind of candy you
clear.
can imagine, it's all there. And then like the fruit platter, and I'm just like,
Then you balance it with a little hot yoga.
Oh yes, with a little hot
yeah,
yoga.
right.
My
Ian loves
cup
some
of
hot
tea.
yoga.
Yes, it does not love me, and it especially didn't this morning because it was brutal.
Oh.
But yeah,
But luckily he survived, and he's here with
Luckily
all
survived,
of us, all
and
of
I'm-
you at home.
relatively conscious, and yeah.
Oh, goodness. All right, we got another question coming in off of Facebook. If you could describe your character in one word, what would it be?
Okay. I'll go.
Go
Go
ahead.
for it.
Loyal. I will say that Emily is loyal. Extremely loyal to her friends. So that's my one word.
Oh,
His wheels
as we hear
turning.
it. I think torn. I don't know. Maybe that's like too simple, but he's constantly going back and forth
Yeah.
between things and like what's right, what's wrong, and now especially with Maggie in his life. What do I do? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never grappled with this. This is out of a TV show,
Oh, my
which
gosh.
it is. So I think torn is a good place for Ezra right now.
Yeah, I think that is. Definition of torn,
Yeah.
Ezra. Yeah, I'd say so. Maria from Facebook, is there something you have to do before shooting a scene? Any rituals or anything to kind of get you in the game, get your head ready for the shoot?
Stretches.
I think it depends on the scene.
Really?
Honestly, yeah. I think if it's something really like crazy, like an emotional scene or something like that, then I think you just kind of have to like sit and kind of be with yourself. Like when we shot this scene, when I was telling Aria about getting Maggie pregnant, it was like for some reason it was very like just very hard. It was like a very difficult scene. It was difficult because of the emotional content, but it was also difficult because they changed it right before we shot it, which is they have to do. Like they just there are
Right.
constant changes, and again because I'm technologically inept, I showed up and I was like saying the lines to Lucy, and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, aren't those the lines?" And they hand me like these pages that have come back, and I
Worst night.
go. So I think memorizing is a nice like good preparation for a scene.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
What about you, Shay?
I was saying before every scene, like mouth stretches, I always feel like, especially after like a long day, you're like, I'm not going to demonstrate them for you, but like similar to a singer, like, anyways.
Yeah.
That
So
we'll
mouth
do that next
stretches
time.
and memorization. I
Yeah.
mean, my goodness, really, like to be thrown things, but that's why you are in
Some of the things are made
you're in.
up on like some of the lines you go, oh, and you can see it sometimes in your face, like especially if they use that scene where maybe my eyes will go a little wide because I'm like thinking back of what.
Really getting into it.
Yeah.
So we have another question coming in off of Facebook. How has your character changed throughout the 3 seasons? So to both of you.
I mean, I definitely think that Emily has done a 180 from the pilot episode. She's a lot more comfortable with herself, and I just feel like she's a lot stronger with everything that she's gone through with losing Maya and everything. She is so strong this season, and it's so interesting with the storylines and like how I play her now, because if you were to take some of the scenarios and the scenes that we shoot in this season to how I would have played it and how she would have been in season 1, it's completely different, just because she has evolved so much, and she's so much more aware of who she is and comfortable with who she is, that now she's not afraid to stand up for herself, and I love that about her.
Absolutely.
There's still a little bit of naivete every once in a while, but she's just really strong, and it's great to play her.
And you, Ian?
I mean, I think that so much of Ezra as a character is in relation to Arya, and I think their relationship has gotten so, great as in, it's kind of relative here, but great as in, it's no longer, like, especially in the first 2 seasons, it was kind of, are we going to do this, are we going to not, and he was constantly like in and out, and it was just kind of push-pull, and after a while it just became, tiresome.
Right.
And for both of the characters, and now I think they're really grappling with like some real issues, especially with like the knowledge of a child and like a past, and finding out like all of these things that he's just kind of neglected to mention, and that he's not embarrassed of, he's like ashamed, he's blocked out so much of it.
Right.
And I think it's really a lot of fun to see him kind of weak and vulnerable, and so I'm excited.
But honesty is the best policy, and I'm
is
just
always the best
telling
policy.
you. And then you
Yeah.
got that crazy mom that came into town, and Wesley. I mean,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a whole bunch of good stuff going on
Well,
with
Mary,
you.
she's amazing. Yeah.
All right, so this has been fun.
So fun.
Great questions coming in.
Wait, is
from
that
all
it?
the fans. I know. Can you believe it's been an
No
hour?
way.
Is it really? Oh wow.
Yes, it's been an hour. We've answered questions. We have seen an exclusive first look at a clip. And all of this is to celebrate tomorrow night, the summer finale. Tuesday.
So excited!
Yeah.
Central ABC Family. You don't want to miss it. Pretty
No.
Little Liars. And of course, check back in facebook.com/Pretty Little Liars from time to time. Check out what's going on there. And Shay, Ian, you're awesome. I can't wait to tune in
you.
tomorrow night and
Yes,
have fun
it's
at your
amazing.
finale party that I'm sure you will be hosting.
Maybe. I just might. We'll see.
Awesome. And I hope you guys get to have a little time, enjoy your time off,
Yeah.
too.
Thank you.
So thank you guys for letting me hang. I
Of
love
course,
it.
Thank you.
anytime.
And don't forget, tomorrow night, 8/7 Central, ABC Family, the summer finale of Pretty Little Liars.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Got a secret, can you keep it? Swear this one you'll save. Better lock it in your pocket, taking this one to the grave. If I show you, then I know you won't.